All right. As an economist and a former bank executive, I guess, if you could call where I worked as an executive of a bank, more like a payday lender. But speaking of crappy banks, let's talk about Bank of America. And this is not one of those things where it's crappy customer service and I can't believe how long I was on the line. Blah, 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 blah. That's pretty much every bank you're going to run into, especially the larger ones. But it was so bad, and they have managed their physical offices and their customer service when you got to call in to a level that let's put it this way. I think what they're trying to do is get the customers to do as much of their own work as possible. But unlike a checkout lane, like at the grocery stores, they've done pretty good with the bachelor lanes. I call them bachelor lanes because they're meant for bachelors. We get in there, we get our stuff, we move along. We don't hold up society like the mom Karens of the world. We move. We have important places to be. And I think maybe that's what Bank of America tried to do, but they have failed spectacularly on all three main ways you're going to interact with them. First, when you go into the physical store, with the disease, they were shut down, then they weren't. They didn't update their when you search Google, is Bank of America open? The hours are here. You go there. There's a sign. There's like a handwritten sign. They never updated it. Then you go in, no one greets you because you're supposed to schedule an online appointment. So gone are the days now, at least at Bank of America. You walk in, someone would greet you, which is spectacularly stupid. It's like going to a restaurant and no one is there to seat you or tell you, we're like, oh no, we got this much of a wait, da da da. And inevitably, maybe someone will come up. Oh, there's people, not one, multiple people, like, what the hell is this? So you have to set up an appointment. If you want to try and call that office, you can't call that office because it just goes to the national number. And then you get to the Bank of America, you get to the office, and I don't know if I went on welfare day or everyone got their disability check. But I won't lie, I was the only one to have his act together. Or there were ladies there too. Oh, it was the only person there to have his or her act together. Everybody else looked like trouble. I don't mean like in a criminal sense, just like, working in bank. I'm like, oh, that person's got a negative balance. That person overdrafted. That person's just complaining because they're about to get evicted and they're looking for any. Like, I could identify it. I could smell them a mile away. And just the no hustle. There's speed. They were frantic, but there was no frantic is chaos. Frantic is hustle is like, all right, let's get the boom. How can I help you? All right, come on, sit down right here. No, we're really busy. Da 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 da. Bum bum bum. No one is obviously in command. No one. So that's your in person. So you do not want to go in person, but sometimes you have to, like I did. So I went in to close one account that I no longer need, trying to simplify and consolidate my business apparatus. I didn't need this business checking account anymore. I said, can you transfer the remaining funds to this other business account? Here's the routing number and bank account. Well, I can do that. Okay, good. I'm like, and then just close it. Oh, you'll have to call customer service. And I'm like, the CEO of Bank of America, who ultimately, do any of you think, like, wait, the person, it's the classic scene from Die Hard where the guy's in the manhole. He's like, I could shut the building down right here. Here's the gal. She got my account right in front of her. I'm like, yeah, just close that out. I'm sure it'd take a couple clicks. No, I either had to set up a separate appointment or call the customer service. And that, from the perspective of labor wasted on Bank of America, I oh my God, I'm so glad I'm getting out of this bank. I'm so glad. Do you have is it the like the South Park episode where the central bank tries to figure out what's the interest rates. They cut the head off of a chicken, it runs around and it falls down, and that's what they did. Is that who's in charge? Is really this is look, I'm no. I mean, I only went to the Carlson School of Management, which is a joke. It's a joke of business school. All business schools are jokes. MBAs are jokes, but I have experience in the industry. I have common sense, and that's really all you need. Who the hell is in charge? Oh my God. So I did. And then if you want to go online, the interface is absolutely horrible. Absolutely. I think they dropped a nickel in trial testing that. You like, is this the, oh no, you gotta go over here. It's like that, so you can then access these. Oh no, but not that. It's like, oh my God, look, I just want to know, really kind of the key, make a payment. If you got a credit card, make a payment. Should be one of the first do you want your money, BOA? Do you want your money? And yeah, and so because I want to help out you boys and you girls too, any of the girls, listen, guys, just skip Bank of America. Not just for your personal stuff, but certainly for your business needs. Just don't deal with them. But the problem then is like, well, is Wells Fargo any better? And you could make the very good argument, well, at least Bank of America didn't create fake credit card accounts in other people's names, and that was Wells Fargo. And Wells Fargo got in trouble with some other stuff. Right, all the big ones are bad. But Aaron, aren't the small banks even worse? Is that where everyone, like, if you don't get with the big ones, then the crap just goes further down? Yes, I saw it at the branch office I went to today at that individual Bank of America. However, you're not, when I'm talking about this business relationship with a bank, whether that's a personal relationship, is a non-borrowing one. If you need checks, online banking, your local, regional, or even your local bank, maybe even your credit union, should more than suffice. And then you'll be able to go in there, and there will probably be someone there. How may I help you? I need to set up an account. And they won't say, well, you need to schedule an appointment and come back later. They'll be like, oh, Bob is with the customer right now. Would you like some coffee? At least how they did it in my day. And by my day, I mean like 5 years ago. And so you will get it. You don't even see that personal service. You will just not have to deal with the naivete, stupidity. I just, the chicken with the head missing running around. And you will be able to go do your banking in person. And then if the time for a loan, you'll probably already have an established banking relationship with that individual bank. Might be assigned a banker. But when it comes to like just getting your credit card and checking account, most banks allow for online banking, even if they're small, and credit unions as well. So you don't need these large, and this is a specific criticism of BOA, but I'm sure the Wells Fargo and US Bank is probably the same, but BOA, cow, I mean, that was like smelling a foot. That was like smelling a fungus-infested foot. That's the fungus-infested foot of the big banking corporations right there, Bank of America. So I would skip all these large banks and go to, it depends on if you're moving to, like, I have the benefit of knowing I'm going to be in South Dakota till I'm dead. But if you know where you're going to be regularly and reliably, go with a smaller regional type size bank, or just walk in. Like, does someone greet you? Do you have to set up an appointment? Can you sit down with a banker and say, I would like to do a wire transfer and I would like to close this account? Or I have some money. Can I open up an account? And will they say, oh, you first have to call our customer service line? I mean, if it's that bad, where else are they making stupid decisions? And I'm sure there's many people who have complaints about Bank of America. But just from a guy who worked in the business, I mean, it was, you know what it was like? Bank of America would never hire me because I didn't go to Harvard and have sex with the right person. It was like watching Bar Rescue or Dave Ramsey, where he goes in and like, I could pick a zillion things wrong with this office and a zillion things wrong. And it wouldn't be like, oh my God, they didn't give me a loan. I hate Bank of America. I'm just like, what? What MBA-laden moron told you this was a good idea? They probably did studies and analyses and all that. Like, Did you ask the clients anything? So again, as an economist, uh, don't waste your time because it's no different than things. If you read my book, Bachelor Pad Economics, maybe it's the minimalism book, I can't remember. You pay for things 3 times. You pay to acquire it, you pay to maintain it, and then you pay to get rid of it. Okay. You pay to buy the thing, actual cash to own it. Then you got to maintain it or at minimum store it somewhere. So you need extra square footage. And then you got to get rid of it. Meaning you got to spend your time to 9 times out of 10, just drop it off in the dump or give it to Goodwill. You rarely get any money back for it. So you always pay 3. Some people make fun about wives being you pay to get her, you pay to maintain her, you pay to get rid of her. Oh, funny humor, sir. Yes, very funny. Complaints filing immediately. Deplatforming imminent, sir. Yes. But it's the same thing with not just banks, but any business transaction or business relationship. You're gonna have to cultivate the relationship and go set up the accounts. Then you gotta like dick around online, pay your bills. This didn't go through, it didn't hook up, and just and by the way, when I called customer service, of course, disconnect. And then you got to get rid of it. And that's where it's like, okay, now I called customer service. I waited online. It did the thing with the headphones. And then the lady got back online, like, are you there, sir? Are you there, Mr. Clary? I'm like, yes, I'm right here. I'm looking at my phone. Didn't get muted. Got pretty good reception. And that's all your time, man. And as a businessman or businesswoman, you ain't got time. Nobody got time for that. And so just don't deal with Bank of America. Don't deal with Wells Fargo. Be able to walk into your bank, make a deposit. If you do, don't do auto. Do they have online banking? Hey, there's a problem with my account. Talk to Amy. There's a dedicated person. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Buy Amy flowers. Get her a bottle of booze. Grease those skids. Stop in. Even, hey, how you doing, Amy? Oh, how's the kids? Good. No, just going to go for a motorcycle ride. All right, see you around. And that's how that. I don't have an MBA. I didn't go to Harvard. What is the pedigree of degree that the Bank of America CEO? I'd love to see what he's got or she's got. So I just want to save you guys a lot of time because I got to spend more time now. I got to spend more time on Bank of America. All right, we got some super chats. The Blue Wrench. Doc is in the house. He's got his book release today. Was it Speed of Information? Faster Than the Speed of Love. What was the name of the book, Doc? Me, Mike, $10. YouTube got sent and it's hoo-ha again. Read comment below. What do you mean got set? What? Oh, I'm just grateful we millennial and Gen Zers get to reap the benefits, harvest policy wisdom, honorific laws, decisions, go yourself. BlackRock, it's true we don't know how to sacrifice. Okay, good. Here's a link to Bank of America spoof by Zebra. Oh yeah, Mark. Everyone go to Zebra Corner. He's good. I did an advertisement with him once. I know Mark in a professional sense. You know what Mark did? He called me back. That's what happened. It was business. And I didn't have to set up an appointment. Oh. Paul, $5 CFO of public company I just audited. Went to the Carlson School of Management. He was so incompetent. Yeah. They're not. That's not a look. The Carlson School of Management is one of the not largest jokes, but for a school that takes it seriously as a serious business school, it's a joke of a school. There's nothing going on there except for accounting. But in general, business majors are not. No. Bye. Rusty Fuel, $5, but I have a negative interest rate savings account with PM. No, you're losing 5, 7, 8%. Here's the spoof. I'm sure if you just search Zebra Corner, you'll find it. Yeah, but by God, don't use Bank of America. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.